Welcome. In a previous video I talked about installing apt-cacher-ng on a Linux instance, and that is an apt package caching system. So if you have, say, multiple Ubuntu machines, you could point them all to the cache and it will download, say, any update once, and then it can spread it out to all the machines without re-downloading it from the internet. So in this video I'm going to talk about using an apt cache system with a GUI install or a graphical install of Ubuntu. So I'm working on a virtual machine here, but it works the same as if you actually boot on real hardware. But I have stuck in an 18.041 like virtual CD, and it's asking me if I want to try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. So I'll click on try Ubuntu. So now it has opened up the Ubuntu desktop. So with this you could try different applications, things like that. And you can also click on this install Ubuntu. In order to set this up to utilize the app cache, what we want to do is I'll first open up Firefox. Then I'll type in the IP address of my app cacher system. And I'm going to use 3142 as the port. And that brings up this page here. So next I'll click down on the show applications and I'll type terminal. I'll open up this terminal here. And I want to edit this file here. Okay. So you can type this or copy it. I'll just copy it here. I'll go back to my terminal. I'll type sudo space nano and then I'll paste in this path. So you see this is etsy/app/app.conf.d/00 apt proxy. I'll hit enter there, and now we're in the nano text editor, and then I want to copy this line here, this acquire : http etc. Say copy, go back to my terminal, and I'll right click here and I'll paste that in, and then I'll type Control O to exit, or to save it, and then Control X to exit. So now we have the proxy set up. We can exit here. We can close the Firefox, and you could just type all that in. Like if you have multiple machines, you could write that down on a piece of paper or memorize it and then type that in as that file. But it's easy to copy and paste it, and then you know you did it right. So now if I double click on the install Ubuntu, it'll run through the regular installer here, but it'll be using the app cache. So I'm going to turn off full screen mode here. If I can. There we go. So I have my, this is my virtual machine here, and in the background I have a terminal showing us the cache log file. So as I run through this install, we'll see that cache file being used. So we're on the updates and software page. It says what do we want to do. I'll say normal install, and then other options say download updates while installing Ubuntu, and that you should see that over here. And I'll erase the disk. Okay, so if you look over here, you'll see that this is running a lot of lines here. The I is input and O is output. So these weren't in the cache, these I's. So these are downloading to the cache, and then O is outputting. And that doesn't mean we're wasting our time here. The whole point of a cache is that next time we run it, it will be in the cache. So if you're doing this on multiple machines, you won't see as many of the I's, you'll see more of the O's. Okay, so the install is complete. I could restart now. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to install again, and we'll look at the difference here in the cache log. Okay, so now on the second install you can see here that there's a lot of O's, so it's just pulling it from the cache instead of downloading it again from the internet. So this can save you a lot of bandwidth, it can save you a lot of time. One thing you need to remember is that after you do your install, you have your desktop booted up, you'll need to go in and put the cache in on the installed system also. So we just are putting the cache on the installer itself, but the system, once it's installed, will need the cache initiated there. And you can use my previous video, I'll put a link in the description of that, to show you how to do that. So if you have any questions about this, please leave it in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.